today we're going to start with, or better to say, they deal with a very contemporary term coined in the IT sector and which is actually being used in day-to-day life. Sometimes we know it, sometimes we do not know it, because as an end user in a domestic life, or better to say a civil life, in most of the cases we're using certain services without knowing the actual flow and source of it. But somehow, being a student of information technology, you're supposed to be having at least some concept about the cloud computing. So let's start, so that at least certain basic glimpses can be available to you. Now today we're going to deal with the basic criteria to better to understand the basics and fundamentals of cloud computing. How does the cloud comes from? Actually, whenever you're going to deal with the cloud concept, it is nothing but things available on internet, or sometimes the things are being taken as internet, because in most of the cases, whenever you're going to represent diagrammatically internet, I don't know why, or it may be for anybody, that it is being represented in the shape of a cloud, which is basically nothing but a collection of different type of black box type of entity which is available. We're getting the services without knowing the actual working of it. So that black box type of concept is being represented as a cloud, which is a collection of lots of hardware, softwares and backends, but we are getting some online services through a network of networks. And whenever you're going to avail certain services online, and if the services may be having an extended framework, and where the platform, software, services, infrastructure, everything is being taken care of and managed and built by somebody else, and you are just using as an end user, all that different type of eases, you are going to experience the same type of efficiency, flexibility, low cost maintenance, but the high reach goals can be achieved through the support without investing lots of money into your own platform or own infrastructure. We should recommend it that you please use the cloud. That means you are achieving the same goal, you are using the data, you are using the database, you are using the backend storage without storing the data, or without jumping up all different type of components and investment in your own organizations. Better to invest somewhere else to take care of your data storage, your applications, your development, your building apps, your web browser, your web components. And in that case, the most important term coined is the cloud computing. So right now, even you can find it out, the lots of companies and organizations are coming, apart from we used to call it internet service provider, but right now, along with the internet service provider, we are coining another term, the cloud service provider, or better to say the cloud computing service provider, because those who are using internet knowingly or unknowingly, they are also availing some type of internet services which is being actually coming from the cloud computing. So better to call it a cloud service providers are actually helping us in that vision. So whenever we are going to deal with the delivery demand services, applications, computing, storage, databases, processing power, with using the internet, with pay as you go basis, we should call it that we are availing the cloud computing services. That means based on your demand, with your proper requisite payment part, whenever you are availing services on various fields, those who are being supposed to be dealt by you, but that is being dealt by somebody else, we should call it I'm using the cloud. But in this case, cloud is nothing but the completely highly maintained, secure and managed backend, which is going to help you to have your solutions. And it is also going to find it out that something has been written, and we are going to mention the special mention that it is going to give you the ability to build, design, manage the applications on the cloud platform. Obviously, yes. So this is not ultimately the application part, but it is also going to manage, build and secure it. You have to take this term very effectively, properly managed and secured. Okay, so let's find it out. Some of the prominent players over there. Now we can find it out. The Dropbox, the Microsoft Azure is there, Google Cloud is there. Now AWS is there, Amazon Web Services over there, Beanstalk there, iCloud is there, Semantic there, Hybrid ICT is there. So these are the various type of cloud service provider, those who are prominent player in this field. And whenever these type of large organizations taking interest into that means there is a future in that particular area in the IT sector. So you can have to find it out that how the things are being working, or better to say, in the very introductory step, you simply have to know the very basic idea about its architecture. Now, so for the architecture concerned, this is a combination of a front end as well as back end. Front end includes, or better to say, involves the client infrastructure. That means the end user with the web browser, and the backend is basically the collection of applications, services, runtime cloud, storage infrastructure, which is being managed and secured. That means whatever is being dealing with the backend, who are going to manage the platform's development of different type of apps or web component, each and everything is totally highly managed, efficiently managed, and this is being very much secured. That means the platform dependency is not there, but on any of the platform you can deal with any of the services. And so far the service is concerned, there are three basic services are being taken care about. One is software as a service, platform as a service, or infrastructure as a service. For different type of groups of users, different type of services are being provided, so that somebody can store data, somebody can manage data, somebody can use applications, somebody can manage applications, and somebody can use the platform for developing the further tools or build webs or apps using the .NET, Python, or any type of programming languages. Now we better to understand it, that how the things will be working properly. So let's have this animated diagram. On the left hand side you can find it out, the systems are there using the web browser. I think mostly you can know it, that these are nothing but the end user or the client, those are using the web services using the web browser. Now ultimately everything has been taken care by internet, because internet is the delivery channel. Because whenever I'm using the client on the cloud computing system, the most important part is the on-demand delivery. Now the delivery is being done through internet, but whenever we're going to deal with it, the connectivity or the requisitions are being done through that, and the requests are being made through internet, and it goes to the web server or application server, and that reaches the database server, and the same thing is being reverted back or reflexed back, so that you can provide the request, as well as you can update your applications, database, software platform, and each and everything on the database server, on your web server, on the application server, and you can get the feedback. Now come to the another part. So you can find it out, whoever using the web browser, so that's the front end, and the managed and secured environment to provide you the service, those are nothing but the backend. And in this case I'm showing you the directions from the client to the backend, and similar thing is being channeled back also from database or the backend to the front end. Now come to the another part. Now whenever you go for it, why should I use the cloud? Now there are lots of features over there, but the most prominent one is access to the large network, services on demand, obviously economical, feasibility. Normally, because this is the most important feature, that instead of investing your own infrastructure or the services, you can hand over the total concept, as well as your whatever platform you want, whatever database storage is there you require, the proper managed secure server is there. So instead of using your own server or wasting or investing the money, or investment is being done in your own infrastructure deployed, the deployment cannot be done, but you can hand over or you can channelize your total database storage to somebody else who is going to manage your data better in a secured way. And then you can have the easy maintenance, data recovery. Obviously in case of disaster, you can find it out, the data recovery is well maintained and secured, because third party is going to take care of it, and the collaborations are there, automatic is there. If there is a required corrections is there, some automations is supposed to be there, and the corrections are there, or if any type of upgradation is to be done, the things are being automatic, so that you can have the up-to-date renovated updates in the applications or patches. Then you can have the pay as you go. That means till you keep on paying the things for a requisite amount of services, you will be getting the services. And the most important thing is the security. So whenever the cloud service providers are going to have the on demand and based on the payment services, these are very much secure. The cloud backend is actually being designed in that way, so the data should be very secure, and the services is to be provided at par with excellence. Now come to the assignment part. In this case, assignment is nothing but I want to check the learning outcome. How we have to do? Now you just to find out some of the application areas of cloud computing in a very contemporary way. That means you just take it as a 2020. That is the assignment. And as a hint, I can tell you that Netflix web services through which the videos are being streaming, they're actually using a cloud service. Let's find it out how, and that is the assignment. And this is not only the assignment, you have to find it out some other areas also. Now, thank you for attending it, and stay fit, stay healthy, and please be ready for the next challenge, which is going to be the advanced concepts on cloud computing. Thank you.